Everyone, so this is a quick demo video for 100xEngineers Buildathon. The problem statement that I picked up here is sentient AI agents for Twitter using ELIZA. So I'm focusing on the research and knowledge category, which does fact checking, sentiment analysis, and content summarization inside Twitter. So my initial plan was to build a Twitter bot that can be mentioned in the comments of a Twitter thread that replies back with a summary, fact check, and sentiment. For the past 2 days, we were having a lot of constraints, both on the ELIZA side not being able to be set up correctly, and also Twitter APIs continuously throttling on the free tier, and also with no functionalities for mentions. And the paid tier, just the basic plan started from $200 a month. That's thanks to Elon. So the 100x team also reached out to us to introduce thread APIs or any other Twitter clone APIs, but I have stuck to Twitter here. Without paying a single buck to Elon. So hear me out. The solution I implemented does not use the Twitter APIs at all, but still manages to summarize, fact check, and sentiment check. So the plan was to build a web scraper that scrapes the Twitter thread data and passes it on to an LLM to process it. So I looked into building a headless browser first, then that can scrape any public tweet, but ran into an issue since you need to be logged into Twitter to see comments of a tweet. Then I quickly switched to decide to the client side, built a web scraper there, but Twitter's HTML code is not so friendly to read into because they have dynamic CSS classes and such. So finally, I found a plan. Which was to intercept the API calls done by Twitter to fetch the data and then use that data to process it, and it worked. So what I've done here is I've built a browser extension that handles all these client operations from scanning the web page for the Twitter thread data and processing. So let me just show you that. I'm going to Twitter now, and I've installed the extension here, which is called as TweetWise. If I come to the Twitter account, my Twitter account, you can click here and you can see that it opens as a slide or a side panel, and it quickly greets you. It says that I'm Tweetwise. Which is the name that I've given to the bot, your Twitter assistant, and this is all based on keyword based, which is if you type in /summary, you'll get a summary. Same thing for /fact check and sentiment check. The way this works is I'm currently on the AI Breakfast Twitter account here. Let me just go ahead and select any one tweet from here. So let me pick this one. Which is it says that OpenAI is launching a web browser. Anyone who uses Perplexity knows that traditional search is on its way out. So what you can do here is you can just type out that if you want a summary, then you can do a / and summary. Uh, and what it does is it tries to scrape the entire or intercept the API call, and it gives you a nice summary. It says that the original Twitter tweet discusses rumors about OpenAI launching a web browser, suggesting that traditional search engines, particularly Google, are becoming outdated. And it gives you a nice formatted with markdown summary. It gives you an overview of all the replies, the insights that it extracted out of this entire thread here. You can also do a fact check. So let me do a / and do a fact check. So here you go. So it says that in fact check, the claim here is so this is how I've given it the prompt, which is it has to first define the claim that the tweet makes and give a status of incorrect or correct. So it says that OpenAI is launching a web browser, and since it's a rumor here, it has given the claim as incorrect because it could not find any information out there on what it is trained on. Okay, and here are the details, which is while OpenAI has been exploring various applications of AI, including web-based, there is no confirmed information regarding the launch of a web browser. Okay, and you have sources as well that's properly formatted with Markdown. Again, it evaluates each and every response that's given. So that this one is given by Matt, and it gives a quick summary of the entire claim and the fact checking it has done. Same thing I can do for sentiment check. So I can do a / sentiment check. So if it's not able to find a Twitter thread, if it's not able to find a Twitter thread, it asks the user to open one, and that's how it works. So here it has given me a sentiment check. Overall sentiment has given positive emotion, excellent. Again, I've given it this structure for the bot response to define the sentiment, the emotion, the key phrases, the explanation on why it thinks it's positive. replies as well. You have the neutral sentiment and the sentiment for each of those comments. So basically, TweetWise is a browser extension. Which comes out of the slide panel, and it is a nice chat interface. My plan in the future is to actually chat with the entire tweet and the comments and the entire Twitter thread, basically. But that's pretty easy to do, but due to time constraints, I was not able to. But this is basically cost zero, apart from the LLM calls that you're making from the backend. But to use the Twitter APIs, which it's not using any Twitter APIs to post on Twitter, but it is giving you a nice summary, like the Microsoft Copilot, which we have, which is inbuilt into the browser. So just a different take that I took on the sentient use case without spending a single buck on Twitter APIs or buying the $200 plan. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you.